So what I want to get to there is we're talking about how he's using women, right? And we'll start there, and we can go one by one. So as far as that's concerned, what I would say there is that there are plenty of women in today's society that are making money online through OnlyFans, maybe not necessarily directly the webcam business, right?
Mm-hmm.
But without a name and without any sense in business, which no disrespect to people doing OnlyFans or things of that nature, but let's use music as an example. When someone's making music, they have a label most of the time. There's exceptions like Russ. There's other people that are independent, but that's not the majority. The majority of artists have a business backing them in order to get them to the level that they need. Why is that? Because they're gatekeepers to radio, right? So let's say, for example, there's women out there, which there are, that go into they want to make a lot of money from OnlyFans because they see people like Corinna Koff, or they see people like Instagram models that have a following.
Mm-hmm.
Notice how they wait after they have the following in order to start this. So without that following, it's not as easy as it probably comes off. So what Andrew Tate does is, and I'll even go into the whole thing. So how it started is he was a world champion, 4-time world champion kickboxer, and he was dating multiple women at the time. I believe they were like the ring girls,
Mm-hmm.
And he basically went broke for whatever he was doing. He said kickboxing didn't really pay too much. It's not a huge sport. It's not boxing.
And you're getting the shit beat out of you.
Yeah. So he came to the conclusion. He's like, I need money, and he did say, he's like, the assets I have are beautiful women. So he flew them all out and pitched the idea to him, and he said that of the 5, I believe like 2 of them left, 3 of them stayed, and then they started this webcam business. So it's very important that we note that, right? Because again, the 2 that left had the option to leave, they left, and they didn't get involved. But the 3 that stayed, they saw the potential. Tate saw the potential in them.
Mm-hmm.
They started a business, and these girls made a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And now we fast forward, and there's other women. I mean, look at it this way, right? One of the things he gets backlash for is for keeping a lot of the profits that the women make. Now, let's talk about any other business, right? If you're a salesperson for a car dealership, which I've done in the past, I was selling $80,000 cars, but I wasn't making what the company was making. I was making a sliver of that. I was okay with that. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
I knew my position at the company. So when you say that's just my pushback there. Like when you say using women, I think a lot of people have that same argument about it, and they don't consider the fact that there's something to gain from the women that get involved as well.
I don't think you're wrong in what you're saying there.
Okay.
And I think those are good points to definitely take into consideration. There's a lot of things that you can respect Andrew Tate for. Being a businessman, knowing how to present himself. Maybe he says some controversial things, but he's, I think, the king of controversy gets clicks.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't disagree with that as a stance. And I think he's done a really good job at pushing into that. He's leaned into that and made that his niche.
Yeah.
Right. There's a really good point that was made on the Joe Rogan podcast saying that basically he gets, I'm not even going to say it right. We'll just have to pull it up.
Okay.
And
we can get to that in a little bit.